This is voicemail to Whitney Houston. Hi, Whitney. It's me. I know you don't know me, but I know about you, and I really wanted to ask you some questions, so I called heaven and convinced God to give me your extension. You didn't pick up, so I'm leaving you this message. I saw your 2009 interview with Oprah, and she mentioned a quote by the LA Times that read, "The pain and disgust that so many pop fans felt during Houston's decline was not so much as interpersonal distress, but by her seemingly careless treatment of the national treasure that happened to reside in her." I saw your body, Whitney. I saw the way your jaws clenched and your shoulders went limp in defeat, felt the compounded weight of disappointment block the air in your chest from escaping. And it was there, in front of someone you called friend, and on national TV, I saw you become invisible again. How often did you feel the validity of your existence being steeped in the sound of your voice, like you were no good to us without it? Did that make you cling to it for fear that if it left, we would too, or did you secretly pray that God take it away? Maybe the pen you used to crack the box was an act of resistance, a cry to be seen, a desire for acknowledgement that you're far more layered than the harmonies you sing. Could it have been your protest? A smoke signal demanding they stop co-opting your control panel, the hope that maybe if they vacated your insides and removed themselves from your lease, then they'd see you fully human and not a machine. Maybe then they stop willing you to function solely for what they need. I wonder if the lighter flick ever covered the sound of your cries, of you dying. Did you ever manage to out-hide their expectations? Was the load ever lightened? Did anybody ever listen? How hard was it for you to convince yourself that this was living? Tell me about your pain, Whitney, because honestly, I can only speculate. Now, I've seen every movie they made about you, every interview, every performance I can find, and call me crazy, but I see the longing in your eyes. The unspoken desire to be asked less about performances and more about what it took to get you there, like when was your first heartbreak? That moment you wanted to crawl out of your skin, finding a completely new body to reside in, and how many times did you, it's not right, but it's okay, your way through a heartbreak hotel stay, and how old were you when they told you not to color outside the lines? Who was the first to restrict your expression, limit your humanity, tell you be human but not too much lest you disturb the optical illusion that you're, well, perfect? And did you get to love who you wanted to? Or did they take that from you as well? Were they threatened by the sureties that you had in yourself? Questioned you until you broke? Learned to grind yourself minuscule, small enough that you fit in the base of a spoon? Did that make it easier for them to digest you? They ravaged you, took everything they wanted, tore you to shreds, and then condemned you for not being able to pick up the pieces again. I, for one, am enamored by you, Whitney. You fought to the bitter end. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I imagine you gave in, conceded you never be enough, and at the same time far too much. So, in one final act of defiance, you lit one last fire, then returned yourself to the water, and in death, claimed your victory. And asking for myself, do you feel free? Finally, are you singing with the gods eternally? Anyway, I've taken up enough of your time, but I'd really love to hear your side. So should you ever want to give me a call or leave me a message, I'll be here waiting at the corners of earth and heaven.